I'm here today with Renee Johnson, one of my dear friends, and she is a health practitioner extraordinaire. And so because of that, it's much easier to let her introduce herself and tell you about all the wonderful things that she does.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Lesley. My name is Renee Johnson. I am a yoga nidra facilitator, a master certified health coach, and also a ERYT 200 yoga instructor.
Okay, so that's all wonderful things.
Yes, thank you.
What the heck is a master certified health coach?
Master certified health coach is a person who helps people find balance in their lives, basically. We do have a little bit of focus on nutrition as well, but it is really a holistic approach to finding balance in life. It's, it can be for stress, it can be for nutrition. We are not dietitians or nutritionists, so we cannot, unless we already have additional training in that, make a meal plan for somebody. So, and a lot of people, I think there's a confusion on what a health coach is.
Yeah.
So we can help you with resources. We can, if your doctor says this is the diet that you need to be on, or this is what you need to incorporate more, we can help you do that, finding resources and helping you figure that out. But we cannot set up a plan for you. We can help with, weight loss, helping them come up with an exercise plan. If, finding things that works for them. We can't necessarily, unless we're a trainer. I can for yoga, like I can do that. So it's whatever our credentials are, as well as health coaching is what we can incorporate. So there's a very fine line of staying within our scope, and figuring out what works for people. And so I also do the mindfulness and the balance of stress reduction. So yeah, there's that whole aspect as well that we can work with.
So it really, you take all of your training and you put it
Yes.
together. Why would a person need a health coach?
Okay, various reasons. A lot of times I have people who come who've been diagnosed with a disease, or something life-altering has happened, and they need to find balance. And so they work with me to try to figure out what is most important to them right now. And it may be, losing weight, or it may be, I need to be able to sleep through the night. I need to figure out how to get my stress under control. So it's whatever's important to them is what my job is to help them figure out what's the most important thing right now, and then work towards those goals, and helping them set up goals and steps towards whatever it is for them. And then for everybody, it's going to be different.
So you're not telling anybody what to do. You're just saying
absolutely
what's
not.
important for you.
Yeah, it is it is a client-centered practice, because what is important to you might be one thing and it's completely different to somebody else. It might mean we all want the same things, but it's going to look different. So no, it's absolutely what they're looking for. And that's part my job, because a lot of people don't know what they're looking for.
Right.
They're like, I just want to feel better. And so my job is to help you figure out what that looks like for you. And I think it's really about coming back to our authentic selves. Because I think a lot of times people come in with, well, I'm expected to do that, or I was always told I needed to do that. And it's finding that, well, maybe that isn't what's important to me right now. And I need to be able to say, well, you know what, I need to let that go and focus on this. So that's my job, is to help you figure out what's important to you.
So what am I going to look for if I'm looking for a health coach? Because, we could go online and find 20 health coaches in Phoenix. And I know that you're training. She's laughing because this is like super intense training. What was your training? And then you just took the national boards as well.
Right.
So tell me about your training, and then tell me why it's important to find somebody who's board certified.
Right. Dr. Sears Wellness Institute has a program, and there's a regular certified health coach, which are great, and have the nutrition side of it too. We do some of that, and making sure that we understand that. And then there's the master certified, which was the last year, which is a lot of motivational interviewing and how to kind of draw out of people what's already there. It's the motivation's in there.
Mm-hmm.
My job is to kind of help pull that out of whatever, in everybody, and it looks different for everybody. And then the board certification was
intense.
It was intense. It was, in the board certification, we go over The motivational interviewing and understanding what people are saying and active listening and really learning to listen to what people are saying. And we also do chronic disease, an overview of diabetes, heart disease, stroke, because a lot of people have cancer. They have a lot of things that they're dealing with, high blood pressure, understanding what that means, what the red flags are for people, and knowing that when we need to refer so that we can see those and go, okay, yeah, this person needs more help.
Right. It's not just about like eat vegetarian or eat paleo. It's like, oh, that doesn't actually work for what's going on with your system.
Right.
Yeah. You do something called eye rest.
I do.
What the heck is eye rest, and why is that beneficial?
Eye rest is short for integrative restoration. It's a form of yoga nidra. It's a specific one. It was designed by Robert Miller, a psychologist, for PTSD and stress and anxiety. He actually designed them and used them a lot in the Army. They still use them in the Army.
Wow.
So they've been clinically proven to help with stress and anxiety. They are a practice where most of the time you're lying down, if you're comfortable doing that in a position, and I'm actually doing a big body scan through the body. And we hold so much, and I think we were talking about that during acupuncture, so we hold a lot of stress and anxiety and trauma in our bodies. And so these actually help to release them from your body while you're just listening, because the mind is so powerful when we're allowed the time and the space to release. It's amazing what the body will do when we
allow it. How does yoga incorporate with that for releasing trauma, for releasing trapped emotions and improving the flow in our lives?
I think the best things that yoga does is teaches us to be more body aware. So when we are stressed and when we are having issues, the body will tell us. We just need to learn to listen. So yoga, I think, is a great way of doing that and moving. We call it, moving the prana, the energy through the body. And when we do that and practice regularly, and it is a practice. We don't do yoga. We never do yoga. We practice yoga. It's always a practice, and honoring the body and where it is today, and being able to find that ease. The sthira and the sukha, the strength and the ease in our lives. I think it's amazing practice. And there's so many types of yoga. There's gentle, there's restorative, there's just stretching, there's yoga nidra is a form of yoga. There's so many different ones. So when people tell me, well, I can't do it because I can't, breathing.
Right.
There's practices of yoga where we just breathe, which is a huge part of the stress release and the mindfulness.
It's calming that autonomic nervous system. It's all of that. Yeah.
And that's the only part that we can actually control is the breath.
With everything that you do, everything that you are, everything that's passionate, if you were to give somebody like a piece of advice, or just what would be your snippet about how do we improve our resiliency and our immunity in these trying times?
My first thing that comes to mind is breathe. And I really, and I'm not saying that to be funny. It really is, taking that breath and the belly breath, and we do that. It changes the body. It changes how we breathe. And just connecting back. And that breath is the quickest way of doing that. And the resiliency. I mean, when we are stressed, the immune system is compromised. We know that. Scientifically, we know that.
Right.
So one of the, a lot of times people come to me because they're doctors, they're cancer patients, and they're like, the doctor says I need to meditate because I'm too stressed before this. I need to do this. I need to breathe. I need to do. They know it. Doctors know it. Yeah. So there is a big need for it.
Just breathe. All right, beautiful. That's a lovely note to take us out on. So thank you for watching, and thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. You can find more information on my website, mindfullifeacupuncture.com. And please feel free to call if you have any further questions. And I look forward to meeting you, working with you, and sharing stories. Have a great day.